Hi, this is KB2MXV and I want to show you how to change the mode of the D578 UV DMR mobile from Anytone. So for starters, I'm just going to open up the CPS and I'm going to set my COM port, COM3, and I'm just going to do a read from the radio. I want you to see what mode the radio currently is in and where we're going to change it. So the radio reboots after you read the radio. And there's my data. So if I go to model and model info, you can see I'm on mode 00. That's how the radio normally comes shipped, I believe. And just take note that there is no mode 14, the test mode that I'm going to be shooting for here. If you go to select a different mode here in the software and you hit OK, it's going to wipe out all your programming, which is fine if you exported and imported, or there's an additional way you can find in one of my videos on how to hex edit the DCF, not the DCF, the RDT file. So I'm just going to hit cancel because I don't want to change anything, but we see that my radio is on mode 000. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my COM port to a different COM port only because I'm going to use COM3 on another piece of software. So we have another piece of software called SetO. It's SetO 1.01, and this is a band change software. And you double click it to install. Exit the language. Just proceed with the installation. It's going to create a desktop icon. And we're going to launch it. So the first thing I want to do with this software is I want to read my radio. So I'm going to select COM3 and I'm going to hit read radio. The radio goes into PC read mode. It reboots. And here's the information for my radio. I'm on mode 00. Now, when you click the drop down box, there is a mode 14 in there. That mode 14 is in there because I've already entered a maintenance password. The maintenance password is 578 star, and when you hit the check password button, it says password is pass. That means that the password is okay. And what you want to do is select your mode. For me, it's going to be mode 14, and you want to make sure that your band extend box is checked, and you want to go back and make sure you're on the right COM port, because after you read the radio reboots. So I'm on the right COM port and I'm on band select. I'm on maintenance mode 14, and what I'm going to do now is write this to my radio. The radio goes into a PC read. You're going to get on the screen, frequency is different. Do you want to override? I'm going to say yes. The write is complete, and you can see the radio screen that it's writing to the radio, and the radio will reboot. I'm going to exit the software. I'm going to go back into the CPS. Now this was my old code plug on mode 00. The radio is rebooting, and as you can see, it rebooted with no data in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my COM port back to COM3 on the CPS, and I'm going to do a program read from radio. And when we read the radio, there should be no data in it, and the model number, the mode should be 14. And you can see it up top already, the frequency split here. This is the maintenance mode, And if I go to model and model information, I'm on mode 14. So now I could just dump in my mode 14 code plug, or you could import everything that you've exported already. But like I said, there's an easier way to do it. I'll open my code plug from mode 14. It's going to take a few minutes to upload because I do have a lot of data in it, and I'll be able to dump that in. And I'll put a link in the description on how to modify your code plug, the video that shows you how to modify your code plug with a hex editor, so you don't have to go in and out and import export because all your settings don't come over. So as soon as this loads, I'll dump this back into the radio and I should be good to go. We're almost done. Don't mind my cat. Okay, so the file's loaded. I'm going to make sure I'm on COM port 3. I am. And I'm going to write to the radio just the other data. The radio goes into write mode. Write's complete. And we'll see what the radio shows when it boots up. Okay, there's my boot image. There's my background image. There are my channels. And what we'll do is we'll just go into VFO mode real quick. And I can go up to 520 megahertz. So there you go. All right, very good. This is KB2MXV.